What's going on, everybody? Coming at you with my thoughts under the orange tree, where we discuss different topics like masculinity and walking with Christ in today's generation and these times. A thought that's been on my mind is the reason why we do things, right? And I think we as men, even society, tries to find out the reason why we do things, and we try to find a lot of explanation as to why we want to achieve things, right? If it's money, if it's acquiring material things, or even if it's because we believe that's who we are, our identity. But sometimes I feel like that hasn't been a sustainable approach. And I say that because we can say that we want to do things because we want to have things, but we know that these things are fleeting. Material is fleeting. All the reasons why we have our desires can be fleeting, right? Even our ego, because that can come down to just how we feel in the moment. For example, if I want to achieve a certain goal, to be a great musician or anything that any career you want to follow, it can be because it's my identity and this is who I am, right? But sometimes that approach can feel like it's drawn from the wrong place, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think that sometimes the root of something is a good root to have, but sustainability over time can change. And as a follower of Christ, I was thinking to myself, how can we sustain things in a way where we can sustain them, where it's not built out of ego or built out of a desire for material gain, but really comes down to love. And I think that in saying that, when we approach things with love, we can sustain them. But if we have love at the core of things, just how God loves us and how God gave Jesus Christ for us, we are able to achieve things and sustain them over time in a way where it's grounded. And the root of what we search for is grounded in love. So if you think of a tree right behind me, right? The root that's planted in the ground should be planted in love. So as it grows, it is sustained on that fortress of love. And thinking about this my whole life, I thought to myself, I want to do things because I want this or I want that. But as I thought about it more, it really comes down to love because, and that might seem like a general thing, but when we think about it at its core, it's what keeps us going. And I've learned to see things differently now because when it comes to seeking something, if we do it in love and it's because I want to shine my light and I want to love people and I want to show people love through what I do, then that's going to keep me more grounded and consistent than as opposed if I'm chasing it for an object or even out of just self worth, right? So, just my thoughts, and I think that's a good thing to talk about and a good thing to be aware of. As God loves us, we should approach things with love, and that's what it's about.